Alright everyone, thanks for watching Cheap Shot. Today we're doing defensive gun uses in the news from Sunday, May 17th to Saturday, May 23rd. As always, the links to all of these are down in the description as well as the heat map for you to look at and see for yourself. If you have anything that I missed, please put it down in the descriptions and we'll take and get it added. Speaking of added, on the 17th, oh, we are doing May 17th. Alright, well, anyway, let's get started. May 17th, let's get these two opened up. Fayette man arrested after shooting. Fayetteville, where we Arkansas. Fayette police say a man was arrested after he exchanged gunshots with another man Thursday night. Manuel Navarro, 25, was arrested in connection with aggravated residential burglary, aggravated assault, and tampering with physical evidence. Went to the house of his girlfriend, who refused to come outside. Once inside, Navarro pulled a handgun from his waistband, and he and the caller exchanged shots. Navarro was shot on the right side of his body and fled the area. He arrived about 45 minutes later to the hospital. So don't go in places you're not allowed. So that is one for Arkansas. Looking up number of uses. We've got Texas with 51, California with 28, and Florida with 26. If we look at that per capita, highest per capita is North Dakota with 2, just because of the low population, Nevada, and then Kentucky. So there's one more for Arkansas. Homeowner shoots man during attempted home invasion in Fort Worth. A homeowner shot one of 3 men police say were trying to break into the house in North Fort Worth. So not just one person was breaking in, 3 people were breaking in. Only one got shot. At 6:22 a.m., a homeowner called police and said men dressed in black kicked in the front door and tried to come into the house. How do you know it wasn't the police? All right, you know, it could be the police. They like to do that. The homeowner shot 2 rounds and hit one of the men before they ran away. Officers found 2 of the 3 suspects and took them into custody. Neither were injured. Shortly after the home invasion call, a woman called police and said her father had been shot. The father was the 3rd suspect that had been shot by the homeowner. The man's condition is not known. Look at this heat map of crime. I mean, that's also a big city, but you can do filters, nature of call. What is, let's look through here. Let's look at, what do we want to do? Burglary, residential? Well, that's commercial, whatever. You can play that either. That's on the Star Telegram's website. Fort Worth Star Telegram, if anyone wants to do that. So there's another one for Texas, putting them at 52. And we'll move on to the 18th. Short week, which is good. You know, we don't want to see crime. We just want to see people defending themselves from crime. So, no one defending themselves from crime. Hopefully it meant low crime, which is good. Security guard shoots alleged shoplifter. A shoplifter, man. So these are going to be tricky, alright? Is shoplifting a reason to get shot? No, but fighting would be. Let's read some more. A security guard who shot a man suspected of shoplifting at a Safeway in Baltimore Charles neighborhood. 9 a.m. The armed security guard confronted the man and noticed he had what happened to be a gun. Notice he had what appeared to be a gun. The security guard shot the man in the ankle during the brief struggle. He says he saw a suspect waving something while in the store. Phillips said the security guard told the suspect to drop his weapon nearly half a dozen times. When a gun went off, people nearby completely froze. I couldn't see that the whole store was shaken off. This has nothing. This is nothing. It doesn't tell it if it was a gun, what happened. So we're not gonna add that one. Lack of information. Maybe if we find out later, we'll add it, but we're not gonna add it right now. And we're going to the 20th. For everyone saying just use the middle mouse click, it doesn't work with Google Docs. Supreme Court hears as to refuse a double jeopardy case. This one want to be defensive gun use, but let's see about this. Well, you can read this. Suspected burglar tried to shoot out in Ponchatoula, where the hell that is, neighborhood in Ruston, East Baton Rouge. So we're going to assume Louisiana. I cannot talk this morning. I apologize. 3 alleged burglars are facing charges after they shot at a homeowner in whatever parish and led police on a cross-parish chase into Baton Rouge. On Wednesday, I'm going to say Topanga, Parish Sheriff's Office said the crime spree began in the Haven subdivision when a homeowner in the neighborhood confronted the burglars. I can never say that word. In the early morning, the burglars allegedly fired shots and ran away on foot. The police department said the homeowner returned fire, but no one was hit. So are they just breaking in and are they just shooting, you know? Like, it's worse that you're going to break into someone's house and you're just going to start shooting randomly. All right, that's one for Louisiana. Man, where are we going? You ever have to like sing your alphabet because even though you're like a man, you're still a child and you don't remember where letters go. Homeowner fire shot at 3 suspects and 1 in custody. Where's this at? Aiken County. That sounds like this is like Michigan, huh? Homeowner fired shots at 3 men attempting to break into his home. So we got another 3 men breaking into people's homes. And then we got to figure out where this is. Augusta, North Augusta. We're talking Georgia. Aiken, Georgia. North Augusta, Georgia. All right. So we got another one for Georgia. 21. Whoops. All right, moving on to the 21st. We'll just do the 21st, 22nd, and our 2 on the 23rd. Noma property owner shoots man who entered vacant house. Oh man, vacant houses. We've heard about that, huh? Property owner shot a man who entered his vacant house Thursday night, according to the Santa Monica Police Department. 2 executors of the state entered the home to prepare it for sale when they encountered a man inside and shot him in the neck. They responded at 8:10 p.m., transported a man to the hospital, underwent surgeries in stable condition. We'll do this as a defensive gun shooting. Just, I wish we had more information, but you know we don't. You know, is the guy just sitting there? Not like that's a reason to, you know, be in someone's house, but if it's a vacant house, you know, I don't really know. How vacant is it? Is it under construction? Is it, you know, fully built? People have lived there. People just, no one's living there now. Did he put up a fight? We don't know. Dog foster owner gives her side of shooting. Susan Alt is disputing the details of a police report about shooting her dog. Alt concedes that she was not home when the 3-year-old foster dog was shot by a neighbor who was walking his dog. However, she said she had been told the neighbor's son was about a foot from grabbing the dog before it was shot, and thus she feels her son was endangered by the man with the gun. She also noted that when police called her dog a pit bull, it's actually an English bulldog mix, and that it got free because a ring from its collar, not on the cable which was tied, had broken. So police said they got from neighbor differently. All right, this is all I need to see. Adult believes Greg Ward, the man who told police he shot the dog, could have made a better attempt to let her son get away from the dog instead of shooting it. We're using that as a defensive gun shooting in Pennsylvania. You know, I don't know exactly what happened, but that sounds like some victim blaming to me. We don't do victim blaming. EPD, 1 person died, another injured in Eureka altercation. Appears to be self-defense. Yeah, I'll ever watch that show, Eureka? That was a pretty good one. Eureka, California, 1 person is dead and another suffered a gunshot wound to the leg after an early morning altercation in Eureka. This is the 22nd. We'll just leave it on the date. That's fine. 2:40 a.m. Police officers were dispatched. Multiple suspects involved in an altercation. During the altercation, officials said an occupant of a nearby residence confronted the suspects from his porch and advised them to leave the area. The suspects then confronted the resident and became hostile towards him and entered onto his property. The resident attempted to use pepper spray to deter the subjects with no success. As he entered back into his home, police say at least one suspect entered the residence and attempted to assault the resident, according to EPD. Officials said during the altercation inside the home, the resident fired multiple shots from a handgun, which he had retrieved from inside the residence. Striking the suspect who assaulted him. Hey guys, get out of here! What the fuck did you just say to me? And then they fucking start going into the freaking house. You deserve to get shot. Sorry, that's just it. You deserve it. And then this one's an interesting one. After armed resident Fort shooting, and this is Alaska VPOs consider carrying guns. So according to state troopers, a 19-year-old man, Brian Nikolai, broke into a village public safety building dressed for combat. He staged rifles inside and activated the fire alarm system. When village police officers responded, the officials say that Nikolai shot at them, but no one was hurt, largely thanks to an armed resident who got Nikolai to give up his weapon and lie on the ground. The incident has VPO wondering if they should carry firearms. The assistant chief said that a potential mass shooting was avoided on May 16th, according to state troopers. Brian Nikolai was wearing a bulletproof vest and helmet when he activated the village fire alert system. An officer was the first to arrive on the scene. When he arrived, he said that Nikolai pointed a rifle at him and pointed the trigger. You know, I understand you have a small Alaska village. You don't want to carry firearms, but you should have them accessible. And if all you have is that one public safety building, then maybe, I don't know if you have vehicles or, you know, have them in your house. I don't know the whole situation. I've only been to Alaska once, but I think you should have some access to them. So either way, that wraps it up for today, Sunday, May 17th to Saturday, May 23rd. We don't have a lot of changes except for that one in Alaska is going to take and move Alaska way, way up to number 2. I believe there were more defensive gun uses in Alaska. Like when I went up there, you know, we were strapped the whole time for bear, literally and figuratively. Anyway, per capita, we got Alaska, North Dakota, and Nevada for number. Texas right at the top. Texas, California, Florida. Where's your guys' state on the list? Please let me know. If there's anything I missed, please put it down in the comments. Please consider supporting me on Patreon. And at the very least, please like and subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. Stay safe.